Hi, I'm going to simulate the limit switches on the garage door because people have been asking me about it and how it's wired. So what I did here was I have the top switch, the switch at the top of the door, and the limit switch at the bottom of the door. This is an up-down switch. This is representing the motor on the door. So it's being run at the moment by 2S LiPo, and the wiring is as follows. You have 6 poles on the switch. The 2 center ones are the supply, a positive at the top here and the negative at the bottom. So the wire to the top feeds the motor. It is a positive wire. It goes down here into the limit switch, out of the limit switch, and straight to the motor. Ignore this one for now. Straight to the motor. The negative on the same side of the switch does the same. It goes directly to the motor. So when you put the switch down, the current goes from here to the red wire down here. If this wire is open, if this switch is open, listen to it. Okay, this is simulating at the moment that the door is down and it's pressing on this limit switch. So if this was open, the door was open, the current would flow through the switch, up this wire, and feed the motor. I am using these switches as normally normally closed. So this is its normal position, and the circuit is closed. So they are in normally closed position. There are cases where you might want to use it normally open and use the middle one instead of one of the end ones. Now, for the other side, the wiring, if you can see here, let me get something to point with. Okay, so your positive here from the battery is feeding the positive on the top part of the switch to make it go down. Now, to make it go up, we have to reverse polarity on the motor. And the way to do this is the positive feeds the negative cable to the motor. The negative coming from the LiPo feeds the positive wire of the motor, and it goes all the way up here around the servo to the top limit switch, which at the moment is open. So if I had to flip the switch, the motor will turn the opposite direction without me having to touch this. It will flow through here, come down here, and feed the motor. Again, when the current is flowing up this wire, it will come down here as well, but this is broken, this circuit, so it doesn't matter. And the same when the door is coming down, the current will come up here, flow into this wire as well, but this circuit will be open, so it doesn't matter. So let me show you how it works. At the moment the switch is down, it means the door is shut. So this is going to simulate a little notch on the door, which while going up and down will hit both limit switches depending if it's up or down. So at the moment we are simulating that the door is down. Alright, if I flip the switch up, the door is closed, so the switch is being pressed. If I switch on, if I want to open the door, I flip the switch up. You see here, it's still pressed, but that's on. So it will slide up the door. Once it gets to the top, it will cut the current to the motor. So now this circuit is open. It won't come down because the switch is flipped that way. Should the door for some reason slide down a few millimeters, it will be pulled up again. It will be pulled up again. If I want to come down, the opposite of what I just said. So I flip the switch down, This is irrelevant now. It's not being used. The door will come down. It will hit, the lever will hit the switch and bring the current to the motor for it to come down until stop the motor, and the door will be closed. It's rather simple. I will leave a printed circuit after this video on the screen. You can pause the video and watch it, study it, or whatever. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.